Hey guys, how's it going? It's that nerd Ryan here. So I'm kind of flying solo today, kind of not, but basically what's going on is I'm gonna be doing this kind of solo, kind of through a group chat on Facebook, just because I actually have to physically quarantine, so I can't really have people around me. I'm fine, don't worry. It was somebody in my house, so I couldn't get Robert over to do this with me. And actually, we have somebody else joining in right now. Hi, Aaron.
Hi.
Hi. So, if you guys can hear, Aaron's a friend of mine. I'm not sure if you read the message before I did this. We're doing
I
a
did.
pod. Okay, perfect. So, basically, this is the Catching Up podcast. So, we're just talking about stuff. Usually, it's me and Robert, but since he can't physically be in my house, uh, this is how we're doing it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd love. Just know I'm at work, so I may have to disappear
Oh,
randomly.
that's fine. I understand. So, Aaron, you got any channels or stuff you want to plug before we get started? Since this is going up on YouTube.
Sky Zone Joliet is open.
All right. What Joliet?
Sky Zone.
Sky Zone. All right. So if you guys want
Joliet,
to go to
Illinois.
Sky Zone, that is open. So yeah. So basically, um, I'm not sure if you knew Aaron, but I had to quarantine for 10 days. So literally
Why were
been
you quarantining?
my one of my family members got it. So
Oh,
yeah, I've been like hodgepodged in my room for about 6, 7 days now. Kind of lost count. Uh,
wow.
but yeah,
When was the last time you saw Angela?
last time I saw Angie was actually the first day of my quarantine. She dropped off stuff for me, so that was the last time
Wow.
I saw her. But last time I actually saw her, I think, was my birthday. Which, yeah, my birthday just passed. I'm 26 years old and I'm still a man child. Yay!
Yay! Happy birthday. I was
Yeah.
gonna say because Angie wasn't feeling well either. So
Yeah,
happy
no, I know
birthday.
she's still waiting on results because she feels better today. She was texting me earlier. I was hoping she'd get on here, but I think she's taking a nap. But
Yeah, she's feeling better. We're supposed to go on a trip today, so
oh, nice.
we're waiting.
Yeah, wish I could join, but I mean, it would better be safe than sorry and not have me.
Oh,
um,
100%. I prefer not to be around someone who thinks they could possibly have the virus
yeah,
that's knocking out most of the world.
yeah, exactly. See, you gotta take it seriously. You can't just goof around and try to play it. Um, but yeah, so because I've been on quarantine, I've been watching a lot of shows. You ever hear of the show Tacoma FD? It's on HBO Max.
Oh, I don't have that.
Oh,
I'm poor.
it's on True. Fair enough. I literally only got HBO Max to watch the Wonder Woman movie, and then I was like, I'll keep it. But
That's kind of how I am with Hulu. I only have it for Animaniacs
yeah,
because they brought it back,
yeah,
and now it's on a hiatus, and I'm just like, I got nothing to watch on here. But sure, I'll pay monthly for nothing.
yeah, exactly. Well, see, I made a commitment that any streaming service that I get, I'll watch one episode of something a day, so that way I can justify keeping it. So, I mean, I've been watching more than that recently, just due to not having anything to do. But yeah, I've been watching Tacoma FD, which is it's basically made by the guys that did Super Troopers. And it's basically kind of like a parody of Chicago Fire or Chicago PD or stuff like that, where it's like they're a group of firefighters and all it is just hijinks and fart jokes and dad jokes. But it's like really, really hilarious. And then well, I've been also Angie got me into the show called The Good Place, so I've been watching that too. And I'm
Yeah,
almost done.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I'm almost done with The Good Place. I don't know what I'm gonna watch after that though. Probably Jurassic Park, Camp Cretaceous season 2 or something. Because I saw the first season. I've been trying to get Angie into that since she loves Jurassic Park so much. Um, but yeah, and then I've been watching this like documentary series on Disney Plus with about Marvel, like the inner workings. Like the first episode was about Japanese Spider-Man. That was about women in comics and stuff like that. It's pretty good, pretty interesting. But yeah, so what have you been up to?
As you can hear by me typing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just working. That's literally been my whole life recently.
Yep. I honestly miss that feeling. Oh, and we got Angie. Angie's finally on, guys. Hey, Angie.
She's alive.
Yep, Angie's alive. We're doing the podcast, Angie. Hate to sideblind you. But yeah, so we're just talking about all this stuff. Hey, Elise. Okay, so we got two more people. We got Draw Me Elise and we got Angie on here for our podcast. Nothing much. Been quarantining. How are you? How's everybody? Everybody's quiet. That's how it is.
I don't think anybody read your group chat message except me.
Yeah. Elise, did you read the group?
We're looking up animations.
Nice. Nice.
Can you make Animaniacs season 2? Can you do that for me?
I could try with figures. I could find figures and be like, I'm Wacko, I'm Dot, I'm Yakko.
I really
Reboots are cool.
Well, my favorite part about them is they take on that whole joke. They're like, reboots are sellouts, and then they made a bunch of money, and they're just like, we'll take it. That's the kind of
I love Animaniacs just for how meta it can get.
They made them cool.
Yeah.
And nobody understands why this generation is so cynical and sarcastic.
Yeah, it's because Animaniacs and a bunch of other shows. But yeah, that Tacoma show that I've been watching is as cynical. The last episode I was watching, they're like, "Oh God, we hate this. We hate the fact that there's always these comedies for firefighters. There's always a black guy, a guy that you think is Italian but's actually Latino, and Asian guy, and that's the whole group of people. They're like, we're so sick of these stupid fire department shows." And then it's like, there's a blog gang posted about the group and how terrible they are and everything. And they think it's somebody in there, and then it just ends up being Tacoma, Ohio, instead of Tacoma, Washington. They're like, oh my gosh, look, it's all the same group as us. There's a black guy. But the show's so funny. Literally, you guys gotta check it out, if you get the chance. That goes to everybody watching, too. Check out Tacoma FD. But, yeah.
I had time for that.
Yeah. It's half-hour episodes. It's not bad. But yeah, and then I finished Titans, so that was fun. Yeah, as you can tell, we really didn't have a topic for today. It's just running through my mentality with the 10-day quarantine and how it's on the frayed ends. Yeah. Yeah.
I vibe with that.
Yep, and then I've been reading a lot too, because that's all you can do. Oh, and Elise, there's a show that you should watch. I was telling Aaron earlier. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. It's called Marvel 616. It's about animation and comic making. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Can we talk about how everybody's upset about that one lady from Disney getting fired? I have no clue what happened.
Oh, Gina Carano. Okay, yeah, I'll talk about that, because I had, that was one of Angie's favorite Star Wars characters.
It was.
Yeah, and
She's pro-Hitler.
Yeah.
She's wowie.
And she's been posting for the past 6 months a lot of very sketchy stuff, and then I guess the final straw was she posted basically being a Republican nowadays is like being a Jew during the Holocaust. And that was the final straw, and that's why she got fired.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I support what she said. I do not support what she said, but I got really, really unlucky because look what I bought the day before.
I saw that on your Instagram, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, you should sell it online.
Before all of that.
Yeah.
Twitter?
I mean, you should sell it online for like a penny.
Thank you.
Chocolate that she's appreciated in value. See, my
I'm actually curious. I don't know what. I'm going on Funko right now and checking the price. Funko Pop.
What about $400 Szechuan sauce?
I got some right here.
That was okay.
Yeah, and I remember the rest of the world was making fun of us.
Yeah, because of Rick and Morty, which is also on HBO Max. Not a sponsor.
I was watching like Australian news, and they're just like, so here we have some Americans at a McDonald's, and there's this guy on the table screaming, "I want Szechuan sauce!"
Yeah.
Yep, I mean, that makes sense.
And then they were like in other news, what's going on in Australia? There was a fire. That was it.
They actually took her off the Funko website.
The racist chick.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm searching right now. That's why you guys hear the clicking, is because I'm typing it up. And
I was just cranberry juice had vodka in it.
yeah, she's not even on here. All it is like Dungeons and Dragons, Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber.
I'm saying I wish I was, but I'm not.
But yeah, so I can't check while we're on the phone, but I'll see how much it depreciated, and I'll leave a picture on the podcast for everybody to see. I remember when I first bought them, they were both like about probably $10 to $8 a piece, if I remember, because I have two. I have the original one, and then I have this one, just to get the complete set. But yeah. So, Elise, how's your YouTube channel doing? Do you want to talk about your YouTube channel since we're on here?
I'm trying to remember. It's actually been how many years since I posted the saddest nut? I think 3.
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3. Oh my god, it looks so cute. I did post an intro for my own show that I came up with, the Elise Show, that's underway. But I think I privated it. I think you can only see it if I like send a link.
Wait, what was the one that you made? The saddest what?
The saddest nut.
The saddest.
Yeah.
The saddest nut.
Your voice dropped a little bit.
No, it's the button that I promised I'd use in most of my videos.
It was the button.
It's the most important button to ever exist.
Speaking of the nut button.
Can you bring that to ball games and just whenever you want peanuts, just yell nut?
Yeah. I don't think you get the point of the thing, Angie.
Yeah. So I think everyone gets an idea if you play that. An animation about a cat and a roach battling it out for a used ranch cup on the counter.
Aw.
This sketch kind of looked like Angie's cat.
It does. Yeah.
He's actually supposed to be gray, so.
Yeah.
He's a cutie but cutie. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
So.
Did you make my other project?
Oh, I
My
do
other
also.
project is about an anthro orange cat.
Yeah.
And Cameron actually helped me come up with the character.
Nice. So I do just want to mention really quick, everybody. I know that me and Robert have a tradition of drinking weird pop while we're doing this, but I couldn't get weird pop. So yeah,
Let me just get out my bacon and chocolate soda real quick.
Wait, do you seriously have bacon and chocolate soda?
But I don't have it.
I'm gonna take a pass.
No, usually, like, there's this place that's in the mall by my house that's got, like, it's a candy shop, and it's got a bunch of sodas. We're supposed to try this one called Rat Bastard.
Is that like really weird store by JCPenney?
No, it's down by the food court with the hippies that, their clothes are, like, tie-dye. What?
Is it FYE? 5?
No, it's right across from FYE.
Oh, I've been to one of those.
Yeah.
It's cute. They made me get one of their card thingies, and I had to, like, cancel it.
Oh, for FYE? FYE, I did the smartest thing ever. Yeah, I did the smartest thing ever at FYE. There's this $90 or $100 figure set that I wanted. So they're like, oh, if you get it now, it'll be 25% off, like just extra as a adding bonus. So I signed up for the card, and they're like, it's a free month, so I did it. And then right when I got home, I ended the subscription just so I could get $25 off.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it didn't work at my Subway, and I'm like, because they sold me on the Subway part, I'm like, oh, I go there every day, I might as well get, like, what, however much off. But it didn't work there.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, well, I mean, none of these other places are really by me, so, like...
Yeah. I actually got I finally got a GameStop subscription. Actually, I'm going to do this, and we'll see how it goes.
I can only hear what anybody's saying, because everybody's talking at one time.
I'm trying my best not to.
I'll stop.
I actually,
Okay,
sorry for the
one
list.
of you just said I will stop at the same time.
So sorry to everybody that just heard that crinkle. I was just moving the mic so everybody could be heard. Yeah. Oh yeah, do you guys, well, now that you guys can see my face, do you like my longest my hair's ever been?
I still need to cut it.
Yep.
It reminds me of that episode of King of the Hill when Hank's hair grows out.
Let me see your hair. Show me your face. Your full face. Because you're cute.
I gotta shave after this because I have another video I gotta shoot. I finally reached a big achievement in my life. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but I watched every single Star Wars thing in chronological order. So, like, I went through, like, Clone Wars, Mandalorian, Rebels, Resistance, and the movies.
You watched them all?
Yeah, so the video that I'm making is going to be ranking all the Star Wars properties.
Nice.
I've never actually seen anything Star Wars related.
Really?
Guys, I'm gonna put
You're
you on
missing
hold.
out. Just take a time to watch A New Hope, and that's all you gotta do, and that's fine.
Maybe.
I've seen all of them but the newest one, but I hear that it's not worth it anyway.
No, it really depends. Did you like The Last Jedi? The 8th one?
I don't know how I felt about it.
Okay, you might like the 9th one then, because a lot of people that hated the 8th one like the 9th one, but a lot of people that like the 8th one hate the 9th one. Because, in all
I
honesty,
thought I was like really into Rey, but I get what people are like saying. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it does explain why she's the way she is in that movie. Because it's like, it turns out who her lineage is and everything. But I do
I'm like,
have
oh, maybe I should like her because you're supposed to.
No, but like I will say, episode 9 does have the most plot holes for me and messing with character stories. Like one of the characters, they spent 4 years, like dedicating that he was like a New Republic person, and then
Someone's house is ringing.
yep, Aaron's got a phone call, guys. So I'm sorry. But yeah, so
I
basically,
don't have a house phone anymore.
I do, and all I get is trash calls, like
And it's
people
really
trying to
easy
sell stuff.
That's probably why we got rid of ours.
Yeah. So, anybody find any good music recently besides Angie saying 303?
Damn, God, you know I was gonna say that.
303!
They came out with
I have a story
4
about
new songs.
303.
I saw them live twice.
I have a story about 303.
What?
So my friend Alcida and I were obsessed with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was 12, you know, like she showed me them. We had shirts and everything, and there was this concert, and I really wanted to go to it, but my parents wouldn't let me, and we were both gonna try to go to it. So I think I was like 13, and I tried to run away from home because I wasn't allowed to go to this concert. But like I ran to like the Target, which was like a mile away or something like that.
Oh,
Mhm.
you're so cute.
And then like I saw these weird dudes outside, and I was like, oh no, and they were looking at me weird, so I ran back home.
And the weird dudes were
And my parents
303.
didn't even know that I was gone.
Oh, I thought it was going to end up being the weird guys ended up being 303.
It was Ryan.
No, because
And someone
legitimately, one of my friends, she saw them like right before quarantine hit, like right before everybody had to start closing, And she goes that her and her friend were walking down the street in Chicago, and they passed them.
No, you're so cute.
It was like, that reminds me of the last time I went to Warped Tour, or the last Warped Tour. Me and one of my friends were walking, and
I was with you.
no, you weren't with us for this part, but we were walking, and I look and I was like, why is there a guy walking a Chihuahua?
No, I was with you.
Oh, you were with us for that part? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, why is there this guy walking a Chihuahua? It's like, this guy's kind of big too. I didn't realize it was the guitarist for Bowling for Soup.
No, because I think I used to do something too. I was like, oh, that's cute. That's a cute dog.
Oh yeah. That was you. I was like,
No
wait,
way.
why? And I was like so confused. And then I looked at it and went, oh.
I was.
And then
There, leave.
same time, me and somebody almost got kicked out because we walked to the. We almost got kicked out by Chris Motionless
Yeah,
because
he did.
we walked to what is it called?
I feel like poop a little bit.
But we walked to the out of like the private area, and we didn't know because we were trying to look for a Beartooth tank. And we walked into the private area, and then Chris Motionless told us we had to leave. From Motionless and White. It was like, oh, we're looking for the Beartooth tank, sorry. It was like, I'm not a fan of Motionless and White, but that was still kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, whoever's moving your phone, it's like messing with the audio, just a heads up.
I miss you.
Yep, we miss you too, Angie.
I miss you both.
Yeah.
Ryan, did you see my post for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I
The
did.
farthest my boyfriend and I traveled was your house.
I think Angie lives farther from you than I do.
Yeah, but I don't think we went to Angie's together.
Oh, yeah, not together. Yeah, no. Well, if you went to my birthday party, you would have.
No, are you
I
sure?
know, dude. There's way too much going on. What?
Are you sure Cam's never been to my house?
Don't think he has.
Yeah, I don't think so
One time in
either.
the summer, when I had that bonfire.
No, the camera's
That was
up
at
there.
Ryan's.
Yeah, there was
But
a
didn't we-
bonfire of me. You
Didn't we
didn't
have
know
two?
what-
Or maybe it was just that one time.
No, the one that you had was with that one person that was living at your house for a bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they with the guy that was owning. We can't say people's names that unless it's like our girlfriend or boyfriend. But that one person that owned that cereal company.
To join the chat.
My
Oh,
house
we
has
have a
my
cat in the
house
chat now.
goblin. Just
Cat
kidding.
Tootsie, do you want to plug any YouTube things? Yeah, subscribe to That's That Nerd Ryan. Okay, I heard Tootsie say it. Subscribe to me. If a cat says that, then you need to. But yeah, so this one's gonna be a little shorter. We're gonna go on for about 5 more minutes. Then we're gonna do recommendations. And then we'll wrap up. Usually it's 45 minutes, but we're gonna do 30 today. But yeah, so because we literally had nothing planned, and then me and Robert couldn't do anything. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm doing my free homework right now.
yeah. I had to get groceries because we're out of stuff. And
You need me to.
yeah,
I don't know tomorrow, but I could bring you stuff.
yeah. But one of my things in the mail came in, and I'm so happy. You guys want to see it? You want to grab it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, really, it's just the legs, but now it's complete. So meet Venom Deadpool. It's literally just a giant Deadpool that looks like Venom.
That's awesome.
Yep. And then, but it really came with one of these. This is what it really came with. But yeah, so you guys will see those on my Instagram in a few days, or maybe no, not today. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. But Elise, have you been watching anything fun lately? I know what Angie's been watching, so
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, my boyfriend and his roommate and I have been watching a bunch of British sitcoms.
Ooh, I love British sitcoms.
We watched Peep Show, and we watched Friday Night Dinner, and now we're watching IT Crowd. So that's pretty fun.
I think I heard of the first one you said. The Peep Show. I think
Peep
somebody
Show?
told me about that. Yeah. I can't remember if they did.
That's from like the early 2000s.
Did you ever watch the Monty Python stuff? I know that's not sitcoms, but sketch stuff from Britain.
I've seen some stuff from it.
That's like
and
my
of course,
favorite.
The Holy Grail, a classic.
Yeah.
And Life of Brian.
So I have a question since you're an animator.
Too, me and my boyfriend and his roommate. I brought it over there and we all watched it.
I do have a question since you are an animator. So is it true that if you have a heart attack that the animation stops mid-movie?
It's true. You know those like skip frames every time that one of those happens, an animator like
dies.
No, I'm like dies or something. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. My boyfriend and I play this game, I guess it's not really, but whenever we're watching something, we like point out the animation errors, like in Bob's Burgers when we watch that.
Yeah, I've been actually.
Like so
I know the
it's
feeling.
Like, we see it, it's like, oh.
I know the feeling because I've been watching Pokemon. I started watching Pokemon, and like
nice.
There's been so many errors just for like the anime versus the game. Like what was it? Ash keeps telling his Pokemon to use counter, and Pidgeotto can't learn counter, and Caterpie can't learn counter, and Pikachu doesn't learn counter, and then what else? Oh yeah, Ash somehow beat a Geodude with Thundershock, which doesn't make any sense.
You ever watch?
It's cold.
You ever watch the Ninja Turtles show and like
Which one?
Michelangelo comes out with the 2 pies?
Which
instead of
Ninja
pizzas?
Turtles? Which one? Because there's like the original or the.
Well, it was like an old one. It was like the '90s one.
I vaguely remember it as a kid, but like the 3D animated the 3D animated Nickelodeon one, I loved that one.
Ooh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but I heard it was good.
Yeah, it was really good. Like I honestly do love the Ninja Turtles. I just don't get like time to watch it or get the figures or anything like that. But yeah, I love the Ninja Turtles a lot. I want to see Ninja Turtles versus Batman.
Are you a Power Rangers fan, Ryan?
I only like Time Force. That was from like had to be like early 2000s. Back when I was a kid, like if something changed like characters, I would stop watching the show. So like when Time Force ended, I stopped watching because I think SPD was the next one I stopped watching. And I actually stopped Pokemon when Johto Journeys ended. And then Transformers, like I loved Transformers animated, but it was really, really hard for me to watch Prime. And Prime's so much better than animated. And it was the same with Armada and Cybertron when I was a kid.
Did you just not watch it when new stuff came out, or you kind of watched it and then you're like, oh nope, I don't like this?
I would refuse to watch some of it. I refused to watch Transformers Prime. I actually found out about the premiere, stayed up late and watched the premiere because for some reason they played it like 10 days before it was supposed to come out at midnight on the Hub, which that did not last. That was Hasbro's cartoon channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, and, like, I always used to be salty about, like, when series ended, and, like, I remember when I was a kid, I had every single Transformer from Transformers Armada, and I was so into Armada and everything, and that ended, and then Cybertron started, I think it was, which the funny part was Cybertron was a sequel to it, so it still continued on, but I refused to watch it because it wasn't called Armada. Aaron's coming back at the tail end of this right when we're about to wrap up. Yeah. So we're gonna do recommendations. So everybody think of quick recommendations. I got 2 for me though. One would be for the viewers and everybody to watch Tacoma FD. It's hilarious. And also I suggest a book that I finished within a week. It's a kid's book, but it's still a pretty good book, pretty good introduction, at least for me, for the new era of Star Wars. It's called Star Wars The High Republic, A Test of Courage. It's a quick read, but it was pretty good. And it kind of just shows like what things were like 200 years before The Phantom Menace. All right, Angie, what do you recommend?
For what? For
You just make a
fucking-
recommendation. You could do
for
anything. Yeah.
I recommend seeing The Good Place. It's a really good show.
We were talking about that right before you got on.
Oh, man.
No, that's fine, though.
I-
That's a good
And
recommendation.
I also recommend seeing, go on YouTube and watch Good Mythical Morning. I've been kind of binge watching that, by the way.
I got her. Yes. I'm so happy.
I'm obsessed. Because, I just love how they, test different foods, and I love stuff like that.
You know they've been
'Cause I
best
wanna-
friends since they were 6.
Even though Ryan's not a big fan of mukbangs, but he still likes those, which is kind of cool.
Yep. All right, Elise.
I guess those aren't really mukbangs. Do you consider them
No,
mukbangs?
no, they're food tests. Yeah.
Taste test or whatever.
Yeah. So, Elise, what do you
I would
have
love
to recommend?
For us to do one of those.
Yep.
A taste test?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Elise, what do you have to recommend?
I don't know. Well, so I know this came out in 2015 or something, but if you haven't seen Over the Garden Wall, it's very cute, very wonderful, and the story is just it's really intense. It's basically Dante's Inferno for kids.
Oh,
But
nice.
yeah, it's easy to get into.
Like your mask.
All right, and Aaron, what do you recommend?
Also, I recommend
Oh.
Aaron's mask,
Yeah, I recommend everybody wear a
Wear a
mask.
mask.
but not that one specifically. Get your own.
Yeah, don't wear mine.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it.
Don't wear other people's underwear too.
Yeah, but that's less likely to give you a disease. It's more likely just to be disgusting.
Yeah.
I
That's more just disgusting.
Yeah.
My recommendations is to don't do drugs and stay in school, even though you really want to do drugs to get through school.
Right on.
Don't do coke.
Stay
Don't
straight
do
edge.
coke.
But you shouldn't, because if you do drugs while you're in school, you will just skydive. You will nosedive out of your motivation.
You'll be
So-
more like floating through school.
Yeah. And, school is important because we live in a society where life is pretty much determined by how much education you have. So go to trade school, go to college, go do something. Do something with your life. Get off your mom's couch, lazy ass.
Stop watching YouTube videos unless they're mine.
Yep. Only watch this YouTube video.
Yep. So yeah, that's our podcast for this month. Join us next month for a regular one with Ross. We might have, or Robert, I should say. We might have more people coming, depending on how well this one does. On what is it? Today is Thursday. So on Saturday, we will be having a Star Wars video for Lego Star Wars. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. It's That Nerd Ryan signing off. Also, make sure you subscribe to Draw Me Elise and Fancy Girl. They will be linked in the description.